Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Break the Fake, where we debunk fake news and combat false narrative. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee, and let's get rolling. Russia, where you can now take a fast track from petty criminal to cannon fodder. In a stunningly dystopian twist, Vladimir Putin has signed a law allowing defendants on trial but not yet convicted to sign up for the army and be sent straight to the front line in Ukraine. That's right, get caught jaywalking or marking off with a loaf of bread, and you might just find yourself shipped off to dodge artillery fire instead of facing a judge. Who needs a just court system when you have a war to fight, right? Now, this new legislation expands the pool of potential soldiers to include people who are merely on trial, so you haven't even been found guilty yet. But hey, the front lines are calling. Forget about the procedures, just sign on the dotted line and all your legal problems magically vanish while you're busy dodging drones in Donetsk. Radio Free Europe estimate that this could boost Russian army numbers with as many as 20,000 new volunteers. And in a stroke of dark genius, the defendants' trials will be conveniently paused while they serve. It's an ultimate get out of jail but not quite free card. So, what's next? A recruitment drive in Russian prisons? Oh wait, they've already done that. But truly, in Putin's Russia, every problem looks like a potential soldier in the making. And we're still in Russia, where logic and law sometimes take a backseat to the unique chaos of everyday life. Case in point, poor Yakut farmer Arthur M., who just lost 1 million rubles worth of vegetables to a flash mob of looters, all thanks to a WhatsApp message gone viral. Yeah, that's right, a local resident decided to spread the word that M's crops were up for grabs, leading hordes of eager cabbage enthusiasts to descend on his fields like it was some kind of vegetable free-for-all.
Капусту тут раздают бесплатно. Мы вот с Валеркой собираем.
And when M tried to explain that, no, he hadn't given permission to clear out his farm, people reportedly pulled out their best brick wall faces and insisted that, but Arthur said it's fine. Yeah, because when a man's entire livelihood is on the line, naturally he'd be thrilled to offer it up like a supermarket with a broken cash register. M even had to show up in person, telling him, I'm Arthur, and no, you can't just take my crops. But by then it seems that the cabbage-craving crowd had already done its worst. Good old Russia, where a WhatsApp message can turn a quiet field into an open-air buffet, and where even an owner's words is no match for the collective determination of opportunistic townsfolk. Truly, a state of mind. Lithuania has taken a bold and unprecedented step by submitting evidence of crimes committed by Alexander Lukashenko's regime to the International Criminal Court, the ICC, in The Hague. Yes, that's right. While Lukashenko and his loyal band of thugs continue to act with impunity, Lithuania is now waving a flag of justice in front of the international community, reminding everyone that crimes against humanity cannot simply be brushed under the authoritarian rug. The material submitted covers a range of repressive actions, including illegal detentions, forced deportations, and even the delightful practice of prosecuting Belarusian citizens abroad. We're talking about in absentia trials, property seizures, and pressing families of dissidents, basically the full dictator's toolkit. Svetlana Tsikhanouskaya, the exile leader of the Belarusian Democratic Forces, graciously thanked the Lithuanian government for taking this principled stand. She emphasized that for the hundreds of thousands who have suffered under Lukashenko's iron fist rule, these moves offer a flicker of hope. Hope that justice might one day be served and that the tyrant in Minsk won't be able to laugh his way through more international photo ops without consequences. Then we have Pavel Latushka, the deputy head of the United Transitional Cabinet, pointing out the historic significance of this action. After all, it's not every day that the ICC gets to deal with a case from a country that's not even a signatory to the Rome Statute. Now, this sets a precedent and sends a delightful little message to dictators everywhere. You are not untouchable. Whether Lukashenko and his regime will ever face real consequences for their crimes remains to be seen, but for now at least, the groundwork has been laid for international accountability. So let's just hope the submission gets the ICC's attention and isn't lost in a pile of paperwork or overshadowed by the latest Russian blunder. But hey, we'll take whatever small victories we can get when it comes to standing up to thugs like Lukashenko. Now imagine this. The son of the nation, the one and only emissary of the almighty on earth and the ruler of the most fortified bunker in existence, Vladimir Putin, drank coffee like a normal human being. I know, take a moment to collect yourself. Russia must have collectively lost its mind over this, but spare a thought for the poor barista who had the sheer honor of serving this cup of coffee of divine brew.
Здравствуйте, я Никишин Илья, ученик колледжа сферы услуг. Учусь на 2-м курсе на повара-кондитера. И у меня всегда получалось кофе. Но сегодня я приготовил его самому президенту. Это было очень волнительно, страшно как-то. Но запомню до конца жизни.
Ему понравился?
Ему кофе очень понравилось, он сказал, что вкусный кофе.
This man will now forever carry the weight of Putin's genius on his shoulders, glowing in the reflected glory of the commander-in-chief's coffee order. Was it a latte, an espresso? Who cares? The real question is, did the barista bow as he handed it over? Did the coffee cup hold the fate of nations? Honestly, if I were that barista, I'd probably be drafting my autobiography by now. How about the title? How I Serve Coffee to a Demigod, the Putin's Espresso Chronicles. Now let's not forget that this is Russia, where even a cup of coffee becomes a symbolic act of greatness. Forget grand military parades or nuclear arsenals, Putin drinking a cappuccino is clearly the real power move right here. And with that, we conclude this edition of Break the Fake, but for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.